Yo, what's good? It's your boy Yankee 2 times.
It's your boy X, man. We back.
Yeah, man. Today we're gonna be reacting to a Melli Monaco video. Video called "A Prenup is a Must with Modern Women." But before we get into this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, and make sure y'all subscribe. Man, let's get into it. Hold on. Technicals. The technicals. Let's see.
And then you decide to divorce me next year, then you leave with half of it. That's not fair.
But why are you already thinking about that?
Babe, it's something I have to think about. I don't know why Danny's so surprised. The prenup's obviously something that we need to have in place. I built a business long before she even came into the picture, and I have to protect that.
My question is, why do we really need one?
Relationship prenups a good idea?
I say yes. I think that they're a really good idea. Done with someone?
I'll tell you this too, though. The women that got something,
Want a prenup.
they want a prenup. The women don't got much. They don't want no damn prenup. I promise you that. These women look like they actually they got something up there. You know what I'm saying?
That's like common sense, though. Everybody knows that. Like most women that have money are gonna not want a prenup.
Yeah. But then it's like the women that feel like it's offensive to sign a prenup or whatever, right? It's kind of like a thing of like, you only saying that because you don't have nothing.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I think I may have seen this before. I'm not sure. But it seemed like she gonna do a whole lot of gaslighting, a whole lot of like making them feel bad for even suggesting it. But it's like, if you're in here for the long haul anyway.
Yeah.
Because if let's say you marry a girl, she got way more than you, right? She wants to sign a prenup. You sign the prenup?
Probably.
I'm saying. So I was signing too. I'm like, yo, if this is that important to you,
Yeah.
and you mean that much to me, I'm like, all right, fuck.
Some girls won't sign it. Then that what's the name? Steven Jackson say that the girl wouldn't sign a prenup at all, so he just left her.
This is how you can tell that girl did not see the long game anyway. I hate to say this to y'all fellas, but there's a way around prenups, especially if when you file for divorce, you file in certain states and you're married for a certain period of time. Like because he's a man that got he got something. So if he's in LA now, let's say he's in LA doing business, and then she files it. I forgot the technical thing, but I think there's a way that she can. If a girl was to marry him and finesse him, try to finesse him, she could do some filing paperwork that can get her something.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't want any of this. Take it. I'm out. I think if you have a prenup or if you have some sort of contract, you're already going into the relationship with an expiration date. You're thinking, I'm gonna break up with you.
There are plenty of women who have busted their butts for their men. They have put into that relationship. Why is it that after 5-10 years a relationship doesn't work, you're gonna throw me out of the house? Oh, I'm keeping the house, the car, I'm keeping everything. You're leaving the house.
Yes, sis,
your
preach.
strongest weapon is your intuition. If somebody's handing you a contract on day one saying, if it don't work, your it's out the door, your needs to be out the door on day one.
Ridiculous.
That's cap.
If you have a plan B, how can you possibly expect A to work?
Yeah.
If you don't put your all into A.
Wait, what? Am I imagining? Like, I swear they all just said they said the prenup wasn't a bad idea. Didn't they just say that?
Yeah, they did say that.
So I'm confused about what's going on right now.
I don't know. Keep watching.
Is this like some contradiction shit or something?
Some contrary.
That ain't had to use.
Advice can you give me to try and convince my brother that I think it's for his safety he should try and sign a prenup? Because I really just feel like she's just in it for the money.
They're not. They didn't get a divorce.
But he's doing her a favor because she's about to turn 30, and you know how it's like super OCD for girls after 30. It's like, oh my god, you get married. So I think they're just trying to rush it. Yeah.
She mentioned the prenup to you?
You know what? She actually said it during a family.
I mean, I don't think the sister's wrong, but you kind of airing out family business on Steve Harvey because now she knows how you really feel. Yeah. So it's like that's messy. Because if you really want to help, this is not helping your brother. I'll tell you that much. You putting this asking Steve for advice is not helping your brother at all.
And it just lets you know that you don't really trust his character. So it's kind of like,
She always gonna be looking at you sideways.
She said that if he were to ask that, then he's not the right fit for her. So, and then I get it. You know, I think as women, we are all, I guess, secretly gold diggers. We all want a guy that's gonna provide.
I buy the same products you do.
Yo, why you put the shit right there, shorty?
I save hundreds
I don't know why they
acting
like that's a surprise.
All right, so that's the few videos I saw, and I was like, yo, I have so much to fucking say. Why do women think that they're entitled to half of your money when they didn't do anything for it? Like, you worked with your money, let's say, I don't know, I'm not even talking about rich people, but the rich really should get one. But like, you have like, I don't know, 100,000 in savings or whatever, or even 30,000, whatever you get. You have a house maybe before you enter your marriage. You have a bunch of shit to your name, and then you're gonna enter the marriage, and then all of a sudden it's hers. I hear it's supposed to be hers, but it's not. Did she help you with it? Did she work? Like, no, she didn't do anything for it. So why, when she enters the marriage, she should have half of your shit? So I really feel like a lot of men do not benefit from being married, because if it goes left, you lose your money, you lose probably your kids, because usually they give the kids to the mom. You lose your house, because, you know, if she gets the kids, she probably needs a home, and you being a good man, you're going to leave her the home because you don't want your kids to be outside. So then you might have to pay child support.
Like, she on that bando man Kevin, like, nah, you gotta move out. You're gonna get an apartment. It's gonna be alright. When my kids come, they gonna know I'm the rich one.
You move to the PJ, bitch.
Oh man, but when they coming over here, they gonna be living real good. But it is funny that she takes the other approach on that, because I feel like a lot of women be like, yeah, well, I helped him through his tough times. Well, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be doing that. That's like somebody be like, yo, you think I should go into that business venture? Yeah, why not? And then you do it. You gonna take credit for that? Like, yeah, I gave him the confidence. He was real nervous about it. It's like, bro, if you ain't doing the actual work to get the money, why are you entitled to have the money?
Listen, man, I'll tell you this, right? A lot of y'all women overestimate what y'all actually do in these relationships when it comes to like, yeah, like, okay, you cooked and clean. If this nigga is a high value man, you don't think he could? I'm saying, like, let's not act like it's a big deal. I'm not saying all women. Some women actually like was down there with the proposals, helping them through the business proposals, all types. I don't know the intricate details or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of women that are there at the ground level, right? Yeah. And for me, like, if I wouldn't even entertain marriage at all if I'm meeting you once I already got the bag. So I was like, either you stick around, we kick it, maybe have a kid or two, whatever. That's the most I'll give you as a kid. Other than that, I'm not signing no paperwork. To be honest.
If you met them after.
Yeah, if I met a girl in this day and age for me where I have all this money and stuff like that, and houses and cars, I'm not marrying you. That's it. I'm not. It's all let's call it. It's just I'll give you a kid. That's it. If I want to have a kid.
Like, it's just way too much, and I'm like, this is crazy. In our society, it's a lot of women who just think they can benefit from men or use men, so therefore they're gonna go into a marriage and they're gonna be like, I didn't work for this money, but yet I want some if it doesn't work. And you know, like, in one of the clips, like the first one when the girl is like, well, but why you always think about that? Or even in the one with Steve Harvey where the one lady is like, well, if I'm giving you a contract on day one, it means like you don't trust me, you don't do this. Like, this is fucking bullshit. We're humans, and sometimes we like somebody, sometimes we don't, and I don't know, he might cheat or whatever. Now she's mad, she's gonna try to retaliate. Like, it's a bunch of shit that can happen. Or women, they're upset, and then because they're upset, they want to take your money. It doesn't matter. I feel like it is not good for you to enter this type of a marriage without a prenup. And also, I saw like in the stats, 70% of the divorces are initiated by women. So women talking about, well, but you need to trust me. Like it's them getting like signing the paperwork. I want a divorce, you know. So again, I don't know what the man has done or if he has done anything for the women to want to get the divorce. But in the stats, usually the women do not. The woman is the one who wants to go get a divorce. So I felt like it would be wise for you to have a prenup, especially if you know you got some money. Also, Steve Harvey. Usually I like what he says, but on this one I'm like, what bullshit you're talking about oh, plan A, if you're focusing on, if you have a plan B, plan A is not gonna work because you're not really focusing on plan A. That's bullshit. I get that for like regular life.
No disrespect, but
Steve Harvey been married 3 times.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
clearly plan A ain't working out. I wonder though if his current wife has a prenup.
Probably. It could be. Probably not. I don't know.
Because if she do, everything he's saying is some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
well, I mean, he's a personality. So he's so.
Yeah, I mean, we can't always take these people so seriously though, bro. Because it's like, yeah, it's on social media, it's on Instagram, whatever, right? But you really gotta just do what works for you. What matters to you. If you feel like her signing this or even proposing it is a bad idea, all right. Don't do it, I guess.
Yeah.
But if there's a part of you that feels like, because look, a part of it is I don't trust you 100%.
Right.
We call it what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we could say like, oh, so if you don't trust me 100%, why would you get married to me? Well, it's like, well, you probably shouldn't trust nobody 100%.
Right. Because
that kind of leaves you. Because listen, humans, man, they got feelings and they feel different things at different times. And I'll tell you this: if you have this person you so-called trust 100%, right? Do the most foulest thing in the world to them, right? Can you still trust them 100% now?
No, definitely not.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
man.
your career, your goals, or whatever. But for a marriage, I don't believe that. And I don't know if he has a prenup with his wife, but if he doesn't, I'm like, wow. Hey, luckily, he's still married, I believe. So I guess it's working out for him.
Still playing the alimony to the other.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling that. And especially for people with money, it's like you gotta protect yourself from gold diggers. You don't know. You might meet a girl and she really about you, and she feels like, no, I'm really with you for you. But there's a bunch of gold diggers because they know who you are and they want your money. So how are you gonna know? You can't. And even if you're like a good judge of character, which I hope you guys are, but it's still tough. Because even if she was a good girl and you would be like, she would never do this to me, she might change. She might change because now she's bitter. Now maybe you did something. Now she doesn't like you, but she still needs the money. So she's like, I gotta get out, but I need some money. So you never know. But also the other thing that I want to say is, because it's not just black and white. And for example, I have a couple of friends. So he plays in the NBA, and when she met him, he got drafted, right? So she was with him before he got drafted, and when he got drafted, she still kept on going to school. She got a master's degree, and she could have like a career, I think, in political science. But he was like, yo, we're gonna have kids, I'm gonna be on the road, I want you to stay home.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most...
So she put her career...
She just made me think of something, right? So, women's fear is, when they sign the prenup, right, is that the man's gonna leave them with nothing, right? So if your fear is that he's gonna leave you with nothing, right, why don't you create your own career?
Well,
or your own thing.
To the woman's defense, I feel like some of those guys don't really want their woman to do anything other than catering to them.
I understand that, right? But you have to also agree to that. You also have to agree to his wants and needs and stuff like that. So if you have that in the back of your mind of, I think he might leave me if I sign his prenup, then maybe y'all at an impasse then, because he wants you to stay home. But if he's making you sign this prenup, then you're like, well, then I'm not gonna be a stay-at-home wife or mother or whatever. Then maybe that's y'all differences. You know what I'm saying? It was like if that was the reason y'all broke up, but
yeah,
stick to your
went
guns.
to the side and started just raising the kids and doing whatever the house needed, you know. So in that case, if they do get a divorce, I feel like it wouldn't be fair for her to not get anything, because it's not like she didn't want to work. He needed her to not work to take care of the kids. So in that instance, I would feel like it's not fair if she doesn't get anything. But again, in the prenup, you put whatever you want. So hopefully, you know, it would put something beneficial for her too. And I don't think, I mean, they're my friends, so I don't think they would, like, that they're going to get a divorce, that's one. And I don't think he would try to fuck her over or her fuck him over, whatever. But
what a lot of people don't understand, right, is that when you're dating somebody, you should kind of know the person. You can kind of tell who gonna fuck you over
in the fantasy of who they are.
You can kind of tell who gonna fuck you over when it comes to certain shit. If a nigga is a ruthless businessman and he gives you everything you want, just because he do that, you still gotta understand he's a ruthless businessman. So at the end of the day, he gonna protect his business. Like, even going back to like Power, you see how that Stern's ex, the one that got killed.
Oh, the gay dude, right?
Yeah. When he was dating Stern, he had access to unlimited money. Once he stopped dating Stern, the money flow cut off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, people ain't gonna be nice to you. You gotta know who you dealing with. If he ruthless and he do everybody dirty, when it's time that he ain't fucking with you, he gonna obviously do you dirty.
You gonna, what's the word for it? Discard you or something like that?
Replaceable.
I do feel like if you're a housewife and you put your life to the side because he wanted you to and you needed to raise the kids, I feel like you are kind of entitled to something if it doesn't work out. At the end of the day, I think a lot of women are gold diggers, and even if they're not, let's say for me, example, like we like security, protection, like stuff like that. So even for me, for example, I make decent money, but if I do get married and the guy has money, that's just a bonus, that's a plus. So I don't want to say we're gold diggers, but it's just like we are attracted to security, and therefore in our mind more money means more security, you know. So that's kind of normal. But if you're entering obviously the marriage just to have the benefits of the money, then obviously this is not the girl for you. One more point is, me personally, because I saw somebody asking about would you do one or whatever. Me personally, I don't really care about marriage, so that's one. If the guy I meet really want to get married, and that's something like, no, we need to do that, I'm like, I'm all for it. We can go and get married, there is no issue. If he wants me to sign a prenup, I'll sign it, because I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm probably still going to work, and by the time, if we get a divorce, I'm still going to have money. So it's not like I'm going to be like, no, I need half of everything you have. I just don't care that much, because I know I'm still going to be straight. But no marriage, no prenup. And guys, for you guys, I would say make sure you have a prenup.
Yeah, man, that was Melli Monaco. Make sure y'all go check out her video. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. We out of here.